All right, everybody, and we're back. So we know that in this case, we're looking at a journal article. So sometimes it's a little hard to figure out where journal articles are coming from, and we need to at least have the journal name, the year of publishing, and the page numbers. Okay, so to find the journal name, most of the time it's either at the top here, and this says Journal of Language Teaching and Research, or sometimes it's at the bottom. In this case, the publisher is at the bottom, but sometimes the name of the journal is at the bottom. So just look at the top and the bottom of the pages and see if you can find journal or J or anything like that. Okay, so we're going to do Journal of Language Teaching and Research. Journal of Language Teaching and Research. Okay. Now sometimes if it was in a different style, like we're doing MLA, but if we were writing more scientifically, they might want to know the journal name or the journal volume. Okay, and the volume is 8, number 3. Okay, and so this has our page numbers also. The page numbers are 485 to 495. So page 485 to 495. Now, if they don't have that necessarily on the top, oh, gosh, sorry about that. You can also just look at the page numbers as well. Okay, so here's 486, so this one's 485. And we scroll all the way down, and this is page 495. Okay, so you can easily find out if it's not immediately at the top of the page. Okay, and so this one's from 2017. I'm going to add that. And now I have my two sources. Okay, the last one I'm going to do is from a news source. All right, so since I'm using a news source from Google News, I'm going to do article and periodical. Okay, so then I'm going to go in my bookmarks folder again, and I'm going to find my news source, 5 Harsh Realities of Using Anime to Learn Japanese and 5 Perks. Okay, so what do I need for this? I need the author. Okay, this time, close out of that. This time the author is Edgar Yepremian. Okay, let's see if I can, oh, nope. Can't do that. Let me see if I can copy and paste maybe. Because that's a hard one to spell. Yay! Okay, so then I can do it. Yeah. Okay, then I can put it in the correct caps. And then I can get rid of that. Okay, the title. Let's see if I can copy and paste that one. That might be cool. Yay! Okay, then the periodic title is usually the website, okay, or whoever's hosting it. Okay, so CNN, MSNBC, NBC, okay, and this is, what does CBR stand for? That's my question. Sometimes it's at like the very bottom. So let me go back here. CBR.com. Okay, so maybe I have to look it up. CBR. Cord blood register. Oh no, comic book resources. Okay, that's a website. Okay, so I'm going to put comic book resources. Nice. Okay. So now that I know that, now I can go back up to the author's information, and it says it was published January 28th, 2022. Okay, so I'm going to put January 28th, 2022. Now, I don't have page numbers on this because it's an online resource. So I'm going to put online in the medium, but if you don't have one of these, you don't have to. If you can't find page numbers, you can't, okay? Usually, regular paper newspapers have page numbers, but since we're mostly going to use news articles online, we might not have a page number, and that's okay. Okay, so now I have a book, I have a journal article, and I have a news article. Okay, so that's gonna close. I can close that, and so I have my 3 sources that I need for my personal project proposal. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I am going to put down my sources. So I'm in the center alignment right now. I need to go to the left alignment, but we already made our sources, but now they're nowhere to be found. So we're going to go back to references. We're going to go to citations and bibliography, and we are going to list all of our sources. Okay? Or let's try something else. Let's try just adding insert bibliography. Okay. So that's totally good. Now, I want to make sure it's Times New Roman 12. Okay, and then that's going to be my bibliography. So what I want to then do is I can take a screenshot. Okay, I can use my snipping tool. I can get a new snipping tool. Here's my resources. I'm going to copy that, and then this is going to be my last thing for my personal project proposal. This might be a blank one, but that's okay. Okay, so then you're just going to paste it here. Okay, you can make it little so it fits in the box. Okay, and there it is. That's all we need to do for the proposal, at least. Okay, so what we want to do after we're done, okay, I don't want to save that. Okay, this is the bibliography part only. Okay, our sources are in alphabetical order. We're ready to rock and roll. However, remember, annotated means that we need to have descriptions. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to add some descriptions. All right, so once we're done getting our bibliography in, we are going to go back to our resource here about how do we write our annotations. We need an assessment of the source's reliability. That's from your crap sheet. We need a summary of the main idea or the argument, and we need a personal reflection. Okay, so I gave, down here, I gave an example of 6 sentences and how you can describe your topic. Okay, so I'm going to start with this first one. This is my journal article. Let's see, do I still have it open? Nope, that's my other journal article. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so here's my journal article. I've got it open. I've got it ready to rock and roll. Okay, so I'm going to start with, according to my paper, it says the purpose of the name of the source is to argue, educate, or explain what. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to write the purpose of learning Japanese through anime. Okay, and I'm going to put that in quotes because it's in quotes up here. Okay, so however it says my book is in italics, I would put it in italics. Okay, so however you have it in your bibliography is how you need to write it in your annotation. Okay, so the purpose of learning Japanese through anime, which is my source, is, okay, and if I'm not sure because I haven't read it yet, a good way to start is in the abstract. Okay, so it says, while studies have confirmed that there is an apparent connection between interest in anime and Japanese language learning among the Japanese language learners, the practical use of anime in teaching Japanese language as a foreign language has not been studied in depth. The present study aimed to discover the language features that can be learned by the Japanese language learners through critical viewing of anime in the classroom. Okay, so they had a course called Learning Japanese Language Through Anime, which was carried out at one public university in Malaysia for the duration of 10 weeks. Along with the course, the participants' worksheets on language analysis and learning diaries were collected. The findings showed that language used in anime is more casual in most of the contexts involving daily life. This language use is quite different from what the students usually listen to and use in the classroom, where educators heavily emphasis on the polite ways of speaking, using the material designed specifically for pedagogical purposes such as textbooks. Although at times the language presented in anime may be even harsh or rough in an exaggerated way, rather than ignore it, it's better to address it critically under the guidance of an educator. Okay, so the purpose of this article is to, let me get my sentence back out, is to argue what? Explain what? We are going to, I think it's an argue, is to argue that using anime to learn Japanese is not fully reliable because the language in anime is much more casual than it would be if a person was learning from a traditional Japanese teacher. Okay, and then the name of the author or publisher, okay, that's going to be Yi Han Chan and Win Ling Wang. Okay, so I'm going to say that. Okay, so it says the author is an authority on this topic of learning Japanese because, okay, I should have added because in here. Okay, so let's look at their credentials here. So this is, they are teachers, which is another word for faculty, teachers of language and linguistics at the University of Malaysia. So if you are a professor at a university, that means you have a doctorate degree. You've gone for 8 years past high school. Okay, so they are experts, they're authorities on this topic because they are both professors of language. What does it say in the article? It says they're professors of languages and linguistics at the University of Malaysia. And we know that professors have extensive knowledge on in their chosen field. Okay. Then I'm going to talk about the source's big idea or argument. Okay, so I have an example of this. Okay, and I'm going to print it out by sending it to Mr. Morton, and then I'm going to annotate it so that I know what the source's big idea is. I know specific details, and then I will be able to reflect on what these details that I talked about mean to my question, or how it influences your thinking about your topic. Okay, so you would just finish writing it, okay, in here, and then you'll be ready to rock and roll. But as you can see, it's been a little bit funky with the font again. Okay, so we're going to go back, we're going to change it to Times New Roman 12 again. Okay, and it's looking a little funky chicken with here as well. So let's make it, oh, very good. Okay, so we made it single spaced again, and actually, once you're done, you can actually make the annotation double spaced. Okay, so you want to have your citation single spaced, and then your annotation double spaced. And then sometimes you can also indent here. Okay? All right, everybody, and then you're all set, you're ready to go. And you're going to be able to send this to me and print it. So please let me know if you have any questions, and we'll talk soon.